Hey, it's Lance, and today we're taking a look at the PhotoFast card reader. I'm going to show you the hardware. Very small, easy to use, got a lightning attachment on one end, and you can put a micro SD card inside. This one's a 16 gig. It came with the product, so we'll take a look at that, and we'll also take a look at the software, because the software that comes with it is quite useful, and we'll put it through its paces. I'll show you some of what I like about it and what let's say what could be improved. So we'll jump right in. Alright, we're going to take a look at some of the application features. So first off, in your upper left area here, you have your in-app storage and then your external storage. I don't have the device plugged in right now, but I'm going to. So it's plugged in. I'm waiting for the system to respond. And now we've got 2%. Let me just go ahead and eject it while the system's up here and running. NA, and now it should be back in there. Alright, there we go. Alright, so internal, external. Alright, we have music, and this could be either an application or things that have been downloaded from sites, and we'll come to that in a minute. We've got photo, so this is from the camera roll, but you can look for other things as well. So let's see if there's anything that happened to show up under YouTube or Vimeo, and there isn't. Video, likewise, if you've downloaded something from one of these sites, it may show up here. You could also add from your device. So let me show you how some of this got here. Now here's an interesting feature. If you go into YouTube and you bring up a video, which I'm not going to do right now because it throws off the screen recording software, it will immediately start downloading that video to your device. Now you can't tell that's actually happening. It just happens. So let's say I clicked on this how to be single. It will show up under YouTube under how to be single. I've clicked on I think this was a TED Talk. This was a lip sync battle. There's a couple of things I was going through earlier. I didn't request these downloads to take place. As soon as I started watching the video, or just opening it in the built-in browser, it started downloading. Now there wasn't really much of a visual indication or any visual indication that that was taking place, nor did I say, yeah, sure, I want to download it. It just does it. Same thing with Vimeo. The recorder, basically a voice recorder. If I hit record, testing, 1, 2, I can play that back later. Testing, 1, 2. I can play that back later. But once again, the screen recording software doesn't really like that. So I am going to back out of there and go back to the main screen. Okay. Do you want to exit? I don't have a yes or a no here. I have cancel and OK. So I'm going to assume that cancel means leave, and it looks like it does. You can also open up and manage zip files. You can look at your in-app storage, which is essentially the same thing if you click down here as it is if you click right here. And then you have external storage, again, sort of replicating the functionality. If you touch the this section here, it's the same as this. Next page, this is where those upper buttons become useful or differentiated because they stay there. You can also integrate with your Dropbox account. You can take files into and out of that into your in-app storage or into your external storage, or vice versa. You can take things from your storage locally here and upload it to Dropbox, Google Drive, iCloud Drive. I don't have this account here. You can also log into your Facebook account and download an album, or even your Instagram account. I don't have that hooked up yet, but it's really easy to do. I did it on my other phone, and you can go through, pull down all your own photos. You can actually do searches and pull down photos from wherever, so you can very much pull things off of Instagram. Same thing with Tumblr. You can back up your contacts, which is really handy, especially if you're upgrading your phone and you want to make sure you have that database backed up. And you can back up your calendar. We go on. You can back up your photos. You can back up everything. You can back up Dropbox and Google Drive. And this has in-app purchases, and when I go in there, I don't really see, I think this is because I have the normal paid version. There's nothing here, but I assume that if I didn't have all the options enabled, I could buy something here. So, all in all, the software is really nice. A couple of features I'd like to see is, one, if you can download YouTube and Vimeo, why not another website? I don't know, anything that has videos. YouTube's the main one I use. So, and give me a choice. Like, if I don't want to download an hour-long show and it happens to be something I started up on my device, why download that? Or why not tell me that's happening, or allow me to pick? So same thing kind of goes across the board here. It is real easy to load up photos. So let me just do that real quick. So let's say we want to back up photos. I can just hit that and it'll back up. So this device doesn't have a whole lot of photos on it. I can back it up just by hitting this button, or I could do them individually from the screen I showed you earlier. We'll let this go ahead and go through. And what you can't see here, and I'll try to get a quick video of it and overlay on the side, is the flashing lights on the device itself. So let me grab that. While this is backing up, I'm actually recording a video with my phone, my other phone, while this is happening, getting the blinky lights and showing the backup progress. So after that finishes, go into the external storage, go under backup, under this phone, under photos, and you can see we've loaded some photos and video here. So pretty easy stuff. Each phone, so you could use this device with multiple phones, and when you view the backups, the folder names are associated with whatever the phone name is. So I got a G Phone 6, G Phone 5-2, or two different phones I have, and so each one created its own folder on the device. So here I've taken the micro SSD card, put it into an adapter, and put it in the computer. So we can take a look at what that looks like on a PC side. No Mac, just PC. So we've got the backup folders. We've got the phone names, the different types of backups. You can see the folders, or the photos and videos that we just backed up here. So all pretty straightforward. Again, the different phone names have different folder structures. Makes sense. Pretty easy to use. Very nice. So what you can do with this is, use this as a way to transfer photos from your phone to the computer if you don't have time to plug it in or whatever. If you wanted to make some space while you're on the road, and then back those photos up once you get home. Lots of different things you could do. You could even put videos onto here from the computer and take them with you on the road. So pretty versatile functionality. One thing I did notice as I've been reviewing the hardware, and you'll see a couple of close-up shots, is that if I leave the device plugged in, the phone drains relatively quickly. I would say faster than if it wasn't plugged in. So keep an eye on that. If you do get one of these, unplug it when you're not using it, otherwise your phone will probably die faster. So let's say for whatever reason you're concerned about, I don't know, somebody getting their hands on your backed up contacts or anything you may be storing on the device, you can lock it. I've not tried this, but let's give it a shot. Let me turn on Touch ID. App lock not set. Okay. So now I'm going to click on the app lock slider. Enter a passcode. Well, for now I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now it's locked. All right. Now I'll turn on Touch ID. Drive security. So let's skip this for now. Let me just leave and come back. Let's see if that worked, if I have to do anything to get into the device. Alright, so now I have to use a Touch ID or input a passcode. So I had to restart the app. Alright. Okay, cool. So now it is secure. There's several other options under the settings menu. You can clear your cache data here. You can change your default browse mode, smart, comfy, gallery. Have not messed around with those too much. There's a FAQ, a video tutorial you can take a look at. You can read there about. You can report a bug. You can set your auto backup for your contacts, calendar, or photo. And when you do that, it buzzes. Listen. Or the phone vibrates. Let's see. You can link and unlink various accounts. And you can share the product on Facebook if you want to. So a lot of different things you can mess around with there. As far as the default photo browse mode, we'll dive into that real quick. So you start off with the smart view. Let me go back to photos, tapping the middle icon there. So this is that view. If I go back and change that over to comfy, then go back to photos, it switches it up a little bit. So now the way the layout is slightly different. And then if we go to gallery, you get a list. So you can see what's in the different sections of your camera roll. So those are those options right there. In summary, we give it a 4.5 out of 5. On the hardware side, the pros: compact, easy to use. I mean, it's very straightforward. You plug it in, it goes. On the cons, the only thing I could really think of is the battery life was reduced if I left it plugged in. Software, see the article on infotainmentnews.net. There is a ton of pros to this software. It has a lot of features and functionality. And on the cons, I'd say not having a choice of downloading videos or any indicator of whether or not you are doing that or where you are in the process are the cons there. But overall, a very solid product. Thank you for watching.